Buy or Sell Dynasty Offseason Edition. And today
Yes,
we
sir.
have CeeDee Lamb. Hey, he did all right. Finished wide receiver 19, 79 receptions out of 120 targets, over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. He did miss one game. He's all right. You know, he was a lot of hype coming into the season this past year. You know, he was going to be a top 10. Some people had him top 5 as a wide receiver. Zach, are you buying or selling CeeDee Lamb?
Okay. I'm so excited we finally get to talk about this because this is my easiest buy of the series, I think.
Right.
I don't know if there's an easier buy than this one. Maybe. But the Dynasty community is so impatient. And let me just start off by saying this. The hype is what let you down, not CeeDee Lamb, okay? The amount of CeeDee Lamb wide receiver 1 tweets we saw last year. You guys know who you are.
No doubt.
The people who liked it, the people who replied all on board are the same people now who are like, oh, man. Can we really trust CeeDee Lamb? You set the bar too high, unfortunately. But let me tell you why I'm not worried about CeeDee at all. And in fact, I am buying him with confidence. Number one, we've already seen improvements from 2020, his rookie year, to 2021, okay? He's had more targets, same amount of games, receptions, receiving yards. He was 14th in the league in receiving yards.
Right.
More touchdowns, more air yards, yards per route run, yak per target. He finished 15th in yak yards this year too. And more fantasy points per game. Also, last thing I'll say is had a higher target separation rate as well. So he is improving in almost every area of fantasy and in his own game. He is improving, okay? All of this, by the way, despite having 2 breakouts in his offense this year. Dalton Schultz, tight end 3, and Tony Pollard. If Tony Pollard isn't that guy, if Dalton Schultz isn't that guy, who knows what sort of numbers we would have seen from CeeDee Lamb. But all that being said, he is still the go-to in this offense already, okay? Let's look at targets per game in 2021. CeeDee Lamb, 7.5. No one else on the team over 7. Okay, this is per game. I know Cooper missed some time, but this is per game stats. CeeDee, 7.5 targets per game. Amari and Gallup, both on 6.9. That's interesting. I mean, how is the owner going to come out and say, Amari Cooper's not doing enough, but he's getting the same amount of targets per game as Michael Gallup? Anyway, that's a conversation for a different day.
No doubt.
Dalton Schultz at 6.1 targets per game. The issue with Dallas is that there are so many weapons right now. There are so many weapons. And can you blame them for sharing the ball and making their offense less one-dimensional? Okay, the reality is, though, CeeDee is going to outlast all of the weapons. He will be the one that outlasts everyone on this team as far as weapon-wise, okay? Zeke is getting older. I don't think the offense is going to be able to run through him much longer. I think we all can agree based off of what we saw last year.
100%.
Gallup and Schultz are free agents. Will both of them come back? It's hard to say it at this point. And the last thing I want to say, well, maybe the second last thing I want to say is stop comparing CeeDee Lamb to Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Right.
Okay. Like I said earlier, CeeDee Lamb did not let you down. The hype let you down. All right. In 2020, Justin Jefferson had the best ever season from a wide receiver, and a rookie wide receiver. In 2021, Jamar Chase did the same thing, and he one-upped him, okay? To be perfectly clear, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are an entirely different stratosphere from anyone else in the Dynasty wide receiver rankings, okay? It's Jamar Chase, Jefferson. You can put them whichever way you want, but they are in a different tier.
Right.
Okay, so stop comparing CeeDee Lamb's start of his career to those guys. I mean, not every wide receiver, not every elite guy starts off being a top 5. I mean, go look at Devontae Adams. Go look at DeAndre Hopkins. It doesn't always end up that these star guys
fairy tale
at the very beginning figure it out so quickly, okay? Their situations are extremely different, okay? By the way, the connection Jamar Chase had with Joe Burrow, you don't ever see that. It's very rare you ever see that. So we can't compare him there. And Justin Jefferson was the guy in his offense this year. No one except for Adam Thielen, he was injured, was really competing for targets. Jefferson had 167 targets. Lamb had 120. So we can go through the stats. If you give CeeDee Lamb 47 more targets, is that quick maths? That is quick maths. If you give him 47 more targets, what would the numbers look like, right? And the last thing I'll say is we are all panicking on someone who is 22 years old. I mean, I'm not, but I've seen the tweets. He is 22 years old. I will say this. I used to work at Apple, okay? And back in 2012, I had friends They have this program where you can buy stock and you get 15% discount if you're a retail employee there. It's amazing. Okay. And I had friends in 2012 or whenever the Apple Watch came out. I don't remember exactly when that was. And they're like, oh, I'm going to sell some stock to buy the Apple Watch. I'm like,
wait, what?
Are you high? Like, you know that this is like one of the best long-term stocks that you can have. So they sold their stocks in 2012, whether it was to buy a car, which depreciates, buy an Apple Watch, whatever it is. And I said, there's no way in hell I'm selling this stock. The point I'm trying to make is right now, if you sell CeeDee Lamb, it's like selling Apple stock in 2013. Okay. Because now it's more than 10x its value. I think I could be going insane, but for me, you can tell I'm passionate about this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I think it's ridiculous that people are freaking out, and I've given my reasons why. What about you, Badake? Where do you sit?
Look, you nailed the nail on the head there. There's no doubt about it. I'm not selling CeeDee Lamb. You shouldn't sell CeeDee Lamb. You said it, youth and the production, everything that's happening.
Yeah.
For me, what I really wanted to focus on are what's happening in Dallas, who's there around him, and there's so many distractions. I think the biggest distraction, I think, in the fantasy community and in Dallas and for CeeDee Lamb is Amari Cooper. Okay, obviously there's already been talks of him not getting the share load or not getting a good enough work.
He's upset about
it.
The
share, and there's a bit of tension.
Right.
So Amari just doesn't. He's just not that guy, in my opinion, to lead this offense into the future. Obviously, his contract does have an out this year, so maybe they would trade him. Maybe they're gonna shop him. Maybe Amari Cooper says, you know what, send me somewhere else. He's 27 years old. It's time, in my opinion, to move on from Amari. That's why CeeDee is going to be the guy that's going to take over. He's going to be switching. He took on the 88 number. That's not something easy. This is a guy for the future. Des Bryant to CeeDee Lamb, he's going to be here for a long time.
Funny enough, he didn't even want the 88.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're going to be 88.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, okay.
So, look, if you look at CeeDee Lamb's and Amari's, stats together, they did miss times. Amari missed 2 games. CeeDee missed 1 game. So, essentially, they're almost the same, okay? CeeDee Lamb has already surpassed Amari in every single category except for touchdowns. He had more receptions, okay? 68 receptions to 79, which is Amari Cooper 68, 79 CeeDee Lamb. More targets, 104 for Amari Cooper, 120 for CeeDee Lamb. More yards as well, 856 to 1,102 for CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
So look, the switch is already happening. It's slowly happening. Maybe they're doing it in a respectful way for Amari. Maybe whatever the case may be, but CeeDee Lamb is the guy. And Zach already said he's top 15 in yak. He's going to continue and project out after the catch. So there's no doubt. I don't think anyone should worry about CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. I want to say one thing as well. By the way, I still believe Amari Cooper is a top 15 talent wide receiver in the league. I agree. It's time to move on, but not because of his fault.
No.
It's because he's not getting the targets he deserves. So he needs to be a wide receiver one on a team.
He wants to be a wide receiver
the bulk of the targets.
Exactly.
We'll see where that is. Regardless, CeeDee will outlast Amari, even if the most likely situation is Amari coming back this year. So let's talk about what a fair price is to pay for CeeDee Lamb. Then for me, I look at this year's draft. I always think, because these are the picks we're trading most likely right now is the 2022 draft picks.
No doubt.
Okay?
No doubt.
There is not a single player in this year's rookie drafts that I prefer over CeeDee Lamb. There's not a single player. So I would easily give up the 101. And maybe there's another piece that I have to add. Like I'm comfortable doing that with a lower tiered piece. So for me, easily the 101. And I would sell the following wide receivers straight up for CeeDee as well.
Okay.
Tyreek, Debo, people won't like that one. Cooper Kupp, people might not like that one. Stephon Diggs. These are all guys that obviously have proven production, but the timeline, I'm not panicking on them, but still the timeline is coming. So
yeah, and we have to remember that CeeDee is with a top 7 quarterback, in Dynasty or just in general with Dak Prescott.
Connected to him for so long too. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, for me, I agree. I don't think I want to take anything less than the 101 if I were to be trying to sell CeeDee, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't think that the 2020.
So if you're buying him, what do you want to buy him for?
A top five pick. It has to be a top. So if you are, let's say you're listening to this and you're somebody worried about CeeDee Lamb, you say, you know what should I get for him? I think you should get anything in the top 5. How about that?
I think you should get way more than that.
Well, yeah, in a package deal, but like in picks specifically, top 5 pick.
Okay, but if you're buying him, what are you giving up? That's what I'm asking. I'm saying the 101.
Yeah, you're saying the 101. You know, yeah, maybe it has to be the 101. Top 5 as well, actually. I'll give the top 5 for CeeDee.
Yeah, easily. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're on the same page. All right, guys, let us know. Are you buying or selling CeeDee Lamb?
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.